We're gonna rip the band-aid right off with this video today and address the elephant in the room, SEO. I get it. SEO is a scary word that I was extremely intimidated by in the early days of creating my Etsy shop. If I was watching a video like this and someone started saying,
SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization,
my brain turned immediately off. It took me a really long time to truly understand what SEO was, what it meant, and how the heck I was supposed to do it, create it, whatever you want to call it. If this may be you, do not panic because in this video, I'm going to walk you through step-by-step how to do your keyword research to put together your SEO. My goal is to make it simplified and essentially so easy that a caveman can do it. Not that you're a caveman, but you get what I mean. My name is Taylor and my channel is focused on all things Etsy and print on demand. If those are two things that interest you, I'd love to have you introduce yourself in the comments. I'll be sure to say hi and subscribe for more videos like this. Here on my channel, I share my journey with Etsy and print on demand, as well as create content surrounding the tips and tricks I've learned along the way. This video is actually part 2 of a 3-part series here on my channel, outlining the steps to getting started with Etsy and print on demand. So if you're looking for more information about what print on demand is and how you can get started, you're going to want to watch this video first. And in part 3 of this series, we will be discussing how to do design research and create a best-selling design. So let me start by defining SEO in a way that helped it make sense for me. SEO is a type of strategy that you can use to get in front of more people. And when I say the word SEO, really what I'm referring to is my title and tags of my listings. So if you hear me say SEO, know that I'm referring to those items as a whole. How this applies with Etsy and the strategy with SEO is to get your listings seen in search results, which means we have to rewind our brain backwards a little bit. And instead of thinking about the product that we are selling, we have to think about who might be buying it, why they might be buying it, what might they be looking for on Etsy and typing in the search bar. And ultimately, when they hit enter on their keyboard with that phrase that they have typed in, will our product align with their who, what's, and whys so that they're likely to make the purchase? I also want to reassure you that SEO doesn't have to be complicated and it really shouldn't be taking you more than 10 minutes to do once you get into the routine and rhythm with it. At the end of the day, what matters most is that you are selling a product that is in demand and people are looking for. Take these listings as examples. These are all best sellers with really not the greatest SEO. However, these products are being highly searched for, which is earning them these bestseller badges and makes them a great product to sell. And that is why it is most important to let search volume drive what you create, what you include in your titles and tags, and not overthink it. I recommend conducting this keyword research prior to creating a product for these reasons. Your keyword research is going to give you insight on what is being searched for and what is in demand so that you can focus your time towards creating items that meet those market needs. Let's first discuss what we know about Etsy's algorithm and eliminate the mystery of it all. I like to go directly to the source. Anything shared about Etsy's algorithm that doesn't come directly from Etsy is purely just speculation. So the information that I'm going to share is from an article released directly from Etsy, and I will link that article in the description for you to read as well. Etsy has several factors that influence search placement. For this video, we are going to focus on just one, and that is tag and title relevancy. Etsy will compare your title and tags to the search phrase that a buyer is typing into Etsy's search bar. For example, a buyer is searching teacher gift ideas. And if you have teacher gift ideas in your title or tags, your listing will be considered an exact query match for that search phrase and bump you up in search results. Now, if you only have teacher gift in your title or tags, Etsy will still consider your listing relevant for teacher gift ideas. However, it will prioritize the listing with the exact query match first. Etsy will also prioritize a listing that has these relevant keywords in both the tag and the titles versus a listing that only has the relevant keywords in one of those areas. For example, teacher gift is in the title, but not the tags. Lastly, words that are at the beginning of the titles are considered more important than words at the end. So to summarize, we want to aim for that exact query match in our SEO. We want to include this exact query match in both our tags and title, and we should prioritize our strongest keyword phrases that we want to rank for towards the beginning of our title. So let's put all this information to action. All you're going to need for this tutorial is Etsy and somewhere for you to write down keywords. For me, I I personally like to just use Post-its, so that is what I will be using. I always do my keyword research and determine my SEO prior to creating and designing a product. My goal is to let search volume drive what I create so that I can create relevant and in-demand products that will sell. As I go into this process, I specifically do have certain product types that I like to create and design for that I already have experience in. But if you're just starting out with your print-on-demand business, I encourage you to determine one product type that you would like to focus on to start. If you're not sure what type of products to design for, I do encourage you to watch this video next where I talk about 5 unique print-on-demand products that you can make over $100 a day with. In this tutorial, we are going to create SEO for a teacher coffee mug, just to stay in theme with our example earlier of teacher gift ideas. However, these strategies and processes can be reused and implemented with any product type or niche that you are looking to create SEO for. As I mentioned earlier in this video, we have to rewind our brain backwards and sort of reverse engineer to begin thinking about who might be buying our product and what they might be buying it for. So who might be looking for a teacher coffee mug? Maybe a teacher themselves, maybe a parent who's looking to purchase something for their child's teacher, maybe even a friend or family member of a teacher. Now let's also think about why they might be buying this product. Maybe it's for back to school or teacher appreciation, a Christmas gift for a teacher, or a new teacher who just graduated. Taking a moment to brainstorm some of these ideas can really help get an understanding of what a customer is ultimately going to be searching for on Etsy. What's important to remember is most of the time when someone's searching on Etsy, they don't typically know exactly what they're going to buy until they see it. This is why we want to avoid describing our items specifically in our SEO. Instead, focus on what a buyer would be searching for. What we want to remember about Etsy's algorithm is that we want to try to target that exact query match. The exact query match comes from what a buyer is typing in the Etsy search bar. So we are going to let Etsy guide us as to what keywords we may want to target. Thinking about the reasons a customer might buy our product, again, the whys that we brainstormed, these are typically great keyword phrases for you to start your research with. So I'll start with my why of teacher appreciation. Now, as you can see, Etsy has populated some search queries related to what I've typed in. I do also have Everbee installed, which is what is giving me this search volume data off to the right of each of these phrases. I do have a link in the description where you can try Everbee for free if you wanted to download that Chrome extension. So what I'm going to do on my Post-it, I'm going to start writing down any of these search phrases that I feel are relevant for the teacher coffee mug that I am looking to sell. I'm going to write down teacher appreciation and teacher appreciation gifts. Now I'm going to click into teacher appreciation gifts and see if I can find a mug that is ranking for this search term and see what keywords they're targeting as well. I found this listing, and what's interesting here is they're specifically targeting male teachers, which could be a great smaller niche to design for that may not be as high competition. I'm going to write down any keywords here that I feel I could use for my product. I want to emphasize I have not created a design for my product yet. I typically do not create my design until I have finished this phase of my process, because as I do this keyword research, it often drives which direction I may go with my design. For example, this listing may gear me towards designing a mug for a male teacher. A quote I've shared here on my channel before is, "It's easier to create a design for SEO than it is to create SEO for a design." If you haven't already subscribed, now would be a great time to do so that you do not miss part 3 of this series where we will be conducting our design research and create a design for this SEO that we are creating now. From this listing, I am going to write down male teacher gift ideas and male teacher coffee mug. What I also like to do within a listing is scroll down to the bottom and view the explore related searches section. This will provide me more insight as to what customers are searching related to this product type. Again, I'm going to write down what I feel I could use and would be relevant to my end goal. I am going to write down custom teacher gift, male teacher mug, and men teacher gift. Next, I'm going to take one of the keywords I like so far and go back into Etsy search to continue to funnel this search down for more specific keywords I can use. So far, I feel like a unique approach I could take with this is the male teacher mug. So I'm gonna take that and type it in the search bar. I can see that this niche is extremely low competition with only about 2,000 results. These are the types of niches that are fantastic for a new seller to target because it's extremely underserved. Filling your Etsy shop as a beginner with many small sub-niches like this is a great way to see sales early on in your journey, as opposed to trying to target teachers as a whole. The next listing I found is this one, and it has some great keywords I want to add to my list. What I'm gonna write down is personalized teacher mug, custom teacher coffee cup, teacher gift for him, and end of year teacher gifts. I really like that one. Scrolling down to take a look at the related searches, I'm going to write down coworker teacher, funny teacher gift, gift from student, joke teacher gift, teaching gift, new teacher, cheap teacher gift, and inexpensive teacher. Perfect. So I have filled 2 post-it notes of keyword phrases that I can utilize in my SEO. This is the exact process I followed as a beginner on Etsy. I did not use any research tools when I first began. I found all of my keywords directly on Etsy by looking into listings like we just did. Research tools can aid in this process, but I wanted to make sure that this tutorial would be great for all experience levels and all budgets. If you are interested in research tools, the 2 tools that I use most are Everbee and eRank. As you saw, Everbee did give some insight to the search volume for phrases in the search bar, which I do look at that often. It gives me a little bit of a sense of direction to which keywords I may favor more than others. And to take this process to the next level, I often use eRank to provide more validation to these keywords where I can analyze the search trends. So when specifically throughout the year, buyers are searching these exact phrases. Overall, really what I do is just continue repeating this process though, clicking into relevant listings, picking out keywords that I like or feel could work for my product. And I was able to get all of this from just 2 different listings that were ranked organically on the first page of Etsy search. Sometimes it takes me up to 3 or 4 listings to gather enough keywords. Generally, I know if I have filled at least 1 post-it note, that's typically enough for me to then turn this into a title and set of tags for my product. So let's go ahead and do just that. These keywords have given me direction for what I'm gonna do design-wise, which is definitely gonna be focused towards that male teacher sub-niche. Here in my process, where I would jump to is actually my design research and creating my design for my product, which you will get to see in part 3 of this series. After I finish designing, I'm gonna upload that design into my product in Printify, and then I will create my title. What I will do is begin plugging in the keywords that I want to try to rank for and go for that exact query match for this listing. I'm gonna prioritize what I want to rank for most in the beginning of my title, as Etsy's algorithm recommends we put our strongest keywords towards the beginning of our title. I am at 137 characters with this, and I'm happy with that title. The next thing would be my tags, which I will do directly in Etsy after I hit publish on this listing. Thinking back to what Etsy says about their algorithm, Etsy will prioritize a listing that has the relevant keywords in both the title and tags versus a listing that only has the relevant keywords in one of those areas. So it's actually a great thing to repeat these keywords from our title into our tags. Etsy will allow you to utilize 13 tags total, and each tag can be up to 20 characters. So what I actually will do is just copy my title and paste it into my tags. Just by doing that, that gave me male teacher mug, teacher gift for him, and gift from student. From there, I'm going to chop up some of my longer keyword phrases to break them down so that they are under 20 characters. As an example, I'll put a comma in between end of year and teacher gifts. To break that down into 2 keywords, hit enter and repeat. I'm going to turn teacher appreciation gifts just into teacher appreciation. I've already used gift in other tags, so I don't need to add it again. And then last, I'm going to keep gift ideas. I've already put male teacher in my tags, but I haven't utilized the word men yet. So that will help me broaden my product's reach on Etsy. A tip that I share with my coaching students is your title on Etsy is great for targeting the exact query match. Your tags are great for broadening your reach throughout Etsy search results. Etsy has explained that your tags will be rearranged in different keyword combinations to rank your product in other areas on Etsy. For example, it may take gift for out of one of my tags and combine it with male teacher or teacher appreciation or end of year. And it will begin creating tons of different combinations to reach more potential customers. With that being said, your tags do not always have to make the most sense grammatically. It's great to try to add in as many diverse words that you feel could help expand that reach as long as they're relevant. I typically begin doing this in my listings after I have repeated the keywords from my title because again, Etsy will prioritize the listings that match the keyword phrase searched in both the title and tags. I still have room for 5 more tags, so I'm going to look at my keywords included on my post-its and see what different words I can incorporate here. I'm going to add custom personalized as my final design will be customizable for the customer. I'm going to add cheap, inexpensive as that was commonly searched for when looking for teacher gifts. I'm going to add new graduation for reaching new teachers in graduation to potentially reach the graduation gift givers. Coffee cup just to expand on product type someone may be looking for. And one more I will add is funny teaching. If you've made it this far in the video, you are committed to growing and scaling your Etsy and print-on-demand business, and I applaud you for that. It is work, it does take time, but you can do it, and your dedication to getting to this point is what will set you apart from the rest. This process that we just walked through is repeatable and one that you can implement each time you are looking to create SEO for a listing. If I were to create multiple listings in this male teacher sub niche, I would simply just reuse this SEO as long as it was relevant to the product and design that I created. If you want to continue learning more and take your SEO to the next level, I recommend joining my SEO Kickstart free mini course, which I will have linked below. I hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you in the next one.